Hello, and welcome to the College of Health Professions and Sciences Freshman Orientation Pre-Orientation Academic Content. We want to welcome you to the University of Central Florida. In this presentation, we will cover general information about the college and then dive into more specifics about your CHPS major. We encourage you to take notes during this time so that you are prepared on your orientation date to get all your additional questions answered. It is important before we get started that you recognize your major on this list. The College of Health Professions and Sciences offers undergraduate majors in Communication Sciences and Disorders, Kinesiology, Health Sciences, and Social Work. If your desired major is not shown on this list, it is possible that you may have been enrolled into the incorrect college's pre-orientation course. If you are unsure, please contact our office at 407-823-0010 or by email at chipsorientation@ucf.edu so that we can help you sort out whether CHPS is the right college for you or not. CHPS Student Academic Services is your college's centralized advising office. Our office provides academic advising and schedule planning to students entering the university as first-time in college students with less than 60 credit hours. CHPS students then transition to their department advisors at the start of their junior year. Please be sure to contact us should you need our assistance by phone or email, or stop by our office. We are located in the Health Sciences 2 building, room 115. While our team of advisors will be meeting with you at your orientation event, it is important to take note of our office information included on this slide. For additional assistance needed after your orientation event, please contact our office at the number provided to schedule an appointment with your advisor. Once we return to campus, our office is also located in the Health Sciences 2 building, room 115. As a CHPS student, your orientation experience will cover, but is not limited to, the review of your major, graduate programs, and career opportunities in detail, along with the review of curriculum for your selected program, and after a review of any incoming credit, you'll be working with the advising team so that they can suggest appropriate courses for you to enroll in at registration. Registration will occur in the afternoon on your scheduled orientation date. This slide includes the department information for all 4 of the College of Health Professions and Sciences undergraduate majors. Students will begin to meet with their specific department and faculty advisors between their junior to senior years. Now that we have provided contact information for advising resources within the college, we would like to share with you important website navigation for other questions or concerns you may have. UCF has made navigation of their sites as user-friendly as possible, starting with whatever you are looking for, followed by ucf.edu. Healthprofessions.ucf.edu is the college's main website. Catalog.ucf.edu, calendar.ucf.edu, finaid@ucf.edu, that is for the financial aid office, my.ucf.edu, and webcourses.ucf.edu. Many of these websites' functions will be explained in more detail on the following slide. Some of these online resources were also introduced on the previous slide. Here we will go into more detail on their uses and functionality. The UCF Undergraduate Catalog is your 24/7 available resource to everything UCF. It will contain program information, policies and procedures, grading systems, and so forth. The academic calendar includes all dates and deadlines for the university, to include holiday closure, payment deadline, and when classes start and end, to name a few. The UCF portal, located at my.ucf.edu, you should already be familiar with. You will continue to use the portal for your entire UCF career to access your degree audit, check grades, enroll, drop, swap classes, and all the other functions the portal serves for students. The My Night Audit, located in your Student Center, is your official plan to graduation. It is also a document which includes your grades, so be sure to keep it confidential. The Pegasus Path is a new tool that allows students to move courses around and have insight to the recommendations that their major departments suggest they do during the course of their program. This could include grad fairs, job fairs, applications, and testing. Feel free to download the UCF app on your Apple or Android device to have direct access in one place to all of these resources. Refer back to the college's website for additional assistance regarding your major. In these next few slides, we will cover what priorities you should focus on in the next 4 years of college. Keep in mind that this may vary for students based on if they are entering with transfer credit. This would be applicable to a student who may be a high school senior graduating with their diploma and an Associate of Arts degree simultaneously. Therefore, some students may not be starting as traditional freshmen and should adhere to these next few slides as applicable to them. A freshman academic standing is for students with 0 to 29 college credits completed. During the first year, students will focus on completing their general education courses, or GEP, some of which they may be able to double dip with program prerequisites. For example, GEP 8 is a math foundation that can be earned by taking Statistics 2023. A common program prerequisite for the Health Sciences program is Statistics 2023. So for a student to maximize on their credit, they should take that one course to fulfill both requirements rather than taking CGS 1060 for GEP 8 and then also having to take Statistics 2023 for their major. It is also recommended that students do commit to a major by no later than 35 college credits completed. The reasoning for that is that by that point, most students' general education courses are completed, which is mostly general for any major. And the 35 college credit hour mark is where they begin to take courses specifically for their major. This will prevent the possibility of wasted time or money, as a change of major would likely require a new set of requirements. During the second year, or what will be referred to as a student's sophomore year, a student would have earned somewhere between 30 to 59 college credits. They are focused on, again, completing any remaining GEP courses, could register for introductory courses for their major, which these options will be presented in a later slide, research any requirements such as GPA or separate applications for their major, especially if their selected major is limited or restricted access, and can also start to branch out and conduct research on future graduate schools for their admission requirements. In the third year, or what will be referred to as a student's junior year, they have officially started courses specific for their major. For students who may not have completed all prerequisites for their major in the previous semesters, they should be concluding that now. The remainder of the junior year and entire senior year is dedicated to major-specific courses such as core and electives. Students will want to stay in touch with their department or faculty advisors, continue to do research on any graduate or professional schools, and meet with other resources on campus to conduct mock interviews or hone in on their resume writing skills. By the time the student reaches a minimum of 90 college credits earned, they are considered a senior and within their fourth year of college. During the remaining time in their degree program to completion, they are finishing any outstanding courses required, which may still include core courses and electives. But they are also completing any internship or field experiences that may be required by their major. They will also be focusing on registering for entrance exams for graduate schools, submitting graduate applications, and working with other campus resources to be competitive applicants in the next chapter of their educational endeavors. All students must file an intent to graduate, or what is referred to as an ITG, which is submitted the semester prior to their intended graduation term. Referring to the academic calendar, will provide the student with the exact dates the ITG will be open for their expected graduation term. Now that we have outlined the expectations of what students should be focusing on during each academic year, here are a few tips from your advising community so that you can continue on the right path and have a successful academic career. Expect your assigned advisor to contact you during the semester. Be sure that you respond to his or her communications, which means checking your Knight's email account frequently. Meet with your academic advisor every semester before you register to ensure proper courses are being taken. And know who your academic advisors are. In the college advising office, that is Student Academic Services, and students who are at 60 or more college credit hours will be transitioned to their department advisors who are housed within the actual department of your major. While your friends can provide some feedback, they should not be used as your primary resource for schedule planning or other academic concerns. You should be attending all your classes and be on time and be prepared in those classes. Always be sure to ask questions, then there is no reason to say that no one told you. And if you are able to, get involved on campus with different clubs and organizations. Some are even correlated directly with your major. In the second portion of the presentation, we are going to cover your major requirements in more detail, discuss career opportunities these programs provide foundations for, learn about resources and where and how to get help, and review key definitions to better understand some of the items we already brought up, such as core, elective courses, and GEP. College of Health Professions and Sciences, you have a desire to fill a role in clinical healthcare. In what capacity you do so, though, is based on your major and fieldwork as outlined in this slide per our undergraduate majors that are offered. However, while students have a desire for a certain job, or even sometimes a pay scale, we're being honest, doesn't always mean it will be the right fit for them. So take a moment and think about yourself. Are you okay with gross things, germs, people being in your personal space? being able to cope with watching someone struggle, be in pain, or even seriously injured. Therefore, being able to separate yourself emotionally from the situation and provide the care that is needed. Then aside of all of that, you have to be able to pass your classes to even get to the next steps of pursuing these careers. So is math and science courses your wheelhouse, meaning you like them and are good at them? If you did answer yes to the majority of these questions, then a career in clinical healthcare may be the right fit. As you progress through your programs, you are going to learn more about what it takes to get through these classes and are bound to even learn more about yourself. In the next few slides, we are going to go into more detail about some of the academic vocabulary we spoke about previously. The upcoming slides will go over class types, such as General Education Program, referred to previously as GEP, course subject and prefix as it relates to searching for classes, prerequisites, introductory courses, core courses, and electives. All of these terms should be familiar to you that will be presented in the following slides. The number of college credits earned represented on this slide is what you will be looking at to accomplish within the first 2 years of college. If you recall from earlier slides, that would include your freshman and sophomore years. By the time you reach 60 credits, academic level-wise, you will be at a junior standing. It is possible that currently you will be entering UCF academic level-wise as a junior already, being that you fit the previous example mentioned of being a high school senior who also has earned their AA or Associate of Arts degree. Therefore, if that does pertain to you, the GEP courses are already done, you are a junior standing, and will likely be looking at classes specifically related to your major as shown, core and electives. However, no worries if you still do need general education classes. You will receive assistance for completing these as well if needed. On your day of orientation event, we will be assisting you to schedule courses. How you will locate these courses and choose the sections you want, day and time, is located within the portal within the class search option. Please review this slide, which will show you what information will be needed to fill in for each filter to produce the courses we have available at your time of registration. You will always need to indicate term first. Then for subject, you are filling in what is known as the course prefix. The prefix is 3 letters, and an example of the prefix for biology is provided above, BSc. Other examples of course prefixes would be E&C for English, MAC for Math, and SOW for social work courses. The course prefix is followed by the course number, which is 4 digits. This information is generally located in the course catalog for all courses offered at UCF, and specifically in the catalog per program plan. Other filters students may use once they become more comfortable with navigating the system is for sessions. This is mainly for summer terms, as spring and fall do not have separate sessions, and mode of instruction. This may be used for students who want to filter only online classes, indicated by www for that specific course in that term. We are going to go through and outline the type of courses within a program. Within a major lies class prerequisites and/or major prerequisites. A class prerequisite means that another class is first in sequence before the next class can be taken. An example is Biology 1, BSc 2010, needs to be completed with a C grade or above before a student can take Anatomy, ZOO 3733. A major prerequisite is that the program requires students to complete specific courses before they can be admitted in cases of limited or restricted access programs, or allowed to progress in the major to core courses and beyond. With proper, consistent academic advising, many class and major prerequisites should be completed with your general education courses. Some major introductory courses are required, as in the case for health sciences with HSC 2000 or HSC 2524 and kinesiology with PET 3005, and recommended for social work with SOW 2020. These are courses you will see again as you re-review your program plans and we search for classes on your day of orientation event. Your major-specific courses will consist of core and electives. Your core courses are specific to UCF and are expected to be completed here. Therefore, requests to take core courses transient or outside of UCF are not permitted. A list of electives for your major can be found in the course catalog as well as in the module included in this web course that is specific to your declared program. mentioned, all CHPS majors have electives built into their course curriculum. Electives enhance your major and could possibly count towards any minors or certificates that may have overlapping coursework if you should decide to additionally declare one. For some of you within your programs, the electives you choose to complete may be specific to prerequisites you will need for graduate or professional school programs, such as physical therapy or medical school. As promised, we are now going to get into your specific major requirements. If you haven't taken notes for this presentation thus far, for the remainder of the slides, note-taking is highly encouraged. For our Communication Sciences and Disorders majors, this is an open access major, meaning no separate application will be required. If applicable, you will complete any GEP, program prerequisites, those are listed for you, and then transition directly into your core courses. As explained earlier in the presentation, this program offers a BA and a BS option. To reiterate, neither option is better than the other, just a matter of using high school foreign language, choosing the BS, or taking college level foreign language, choosing the BA option. For students also fluent in another language, the BA option is also sometimes chosen. For graduation, a student must have achieved a minimum 2.5 overall GPA. Students pursuing this major traditionally do so to go on to careers in speech-language pathology or audiology. Health Sciences is the largest major within the College of Health Professions and Sciences. This program offers two tracks, health promotion and preclinical. Again, neither track is better than the other, just a matter of choice based on your future career goals. Located in the Health Sciences module within this web course is a brief explanation of career paths based on track. If you are unsure of which track is right for you, that may help. The preclinical track is restricted access, requiring a 3.0 overall GPA to move out of pending. The health promotion track is open access and requires a 2.5 minimum overall GPA. Both tracks have identical prerequisites, please see list, and core requirements. Again, what separates them is their choice of electives. Even in that, some electives do overlap between the tracks, which is helpful if you want to take an elective but are still undecided on track, while others you will see only appear on one or the other. As a health sciences major, please keep in mind that the course curriculum for this program involves a significant number of math and science courses. If you do not enjoy those subject areas, or in general do not do well in them, it will be very difficult for you to complete the major successfully. This program is also for human healthcare specifically. If you have a desire to work with gerbils or giraffes, you would want to explore another major option likely within the College of Sciences for biology. Within the School of Kinesiology and Physical Therapy lives our Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology. This is a restricted access major and therefore certain benchmarks must be met before a student can submit a change of major request to come out of pending. In order to apply, a student must have completed all general education courses, their Gordon Rule requirements, or have earned their Associate of Arts degree, foreign language, and have a 2.5 or higher overall GPA at the time of the request. All courses must have grades. No in progress at time of application, otherwise the request will not be considered for the courses that are expected to be completed before a student comes out of pending. The Bachelor of Social Work is the College of Health Professions and Sciences only limited access major. What this means is that the students will have to physically submit a separate application directly to the School of Social Work for admission consideration. Most students will apply towards the end of their sophomore year into junior year, but again, our accelerated freshmen who may already have their associate's degree and declared this major may be applying sooner. While the prerequisites provided must be completed for graduation, the social work program may still consider students conditionally if they have a few of the courses still outstanding. This is not typical for most limited access majors. The School of Social Work has also provided supplemental documentation for this web course in their majors module. To request an application to apply when you meet the criteria to do so, please contact their office at the email provided above. Every major we just reviewed will require background checks to begin in the field post-graduation. This is also necessary for the internships, clinical experiences, or field placement that is for the major. So if for any reason at this moment that you think you would not be able to pass a background check, you should present that to an advisor so that they can better assist you. We would not want a student to successfully complete a program's curriculum aside of a field experience due to not being able to pass a background check and be unable to graduate. To be successful, you must take action and be responsible for your actions too. These tips are your takeaway. Use all available resources. Manage your time to protect your GPA. We will go over this in further detail on the next slide. Get involved and practice the UCF Creed. Maintain your integrity for all your future endeavors. As noted on the previous slide, you want to protect and defend your GPA. The last thing a student wants is to be placed on academic probation with the university. An academic standing change occurs when a student's UCF GPA drops below a 2.0. To prevent struggling in your courses, be sure to meet with your advisor regularly to plan an appropriate and balanced class schedule based on your work, life, and school needs. And monitor your progress in classes so you can seek help before it is too late. You all have the competitive academics to be admitted into the University of Central Florida. Don't let that strong competition turn to minimum effort. It will only result in minimum grades, which isn't what your professional and graduate schools will be looking for. Getting involved on campus was discussed earlier, and there are over 600 student organizations available to do so. It was also mentioned that some organizations are specifically affiliated with your major. Here is a list of those for your convenience. Another initiative here at UCF is UCF Cares. We encourage you to reach out if you are experiencing academic, personal, or financial challenges. Even if you are not experiencing these personally, maybe you reach out on behalf of a friend or a roommate. Essentially, with UCF being such a large community, we do stick together, and this goes back to saying that if you see something, say something. During your day of orientation event, you will register for courses. These are some tips we want you to have for doing so. Schedules do seem lighter than they really are, so beware. Number of courses depends on those work and life needs. Don't overwhelm yourself, especially this first semester. You can always add more credits in future terms if you want more of a challenge. Normal unit load is 12 to 15 credit hours. Think of a goal to complete minimally 30 credits every academic year to stay on track for a 4-year graduation plan. How you do it is up to you though. 12 credits in fall, 12 in spring, 6 credits over the summer each year, 15 credits in fall, 15 credits in spring, summers off, or if you're even able to, go the extra mile. 15 credits in fall, 15 credits in spring, and take some extra credits over the summers to speed up your graduation timeline. Follow your advisor's recommendations and not those of your peers. And for any scheduled changes post-orientation day, please check with your advisor. For the day of your orientation event, you will need to know your NID and NID password. This is what you log into your MyUCF portal with. If you do not have this information, you will be unable to register, as within the portal is where enrollment takes place. If for any reason you are having issues with obtaining this information, please resolve these issues prior to your orientation date by submitting an NID and password reset at the link provided or contacting the help desk directly at 407-823-5117. That concludes the freshman orientation presentation provided to you by the College of Health Professions and Sciences. We hope that the information we shared with you today provided you more in-depth answers to your questions. For anything covered in this presentation that may require additional clarification or assistance, please be sure to connect with us on your day of orientation event or by contacting our office at chipsorientation@ucf.edu or by phone at 407-823-0010. See you at orientation. Welcome to UCF and go Knights.